It's like I don't flip my lid if Marshall doesn't text me in the morning or whatever, but it's like if I don't know.
If he doesn't text me,
well, you have this weird bromance.
VP'd off if he doesn't do it. Elite Daily put this out, why you don't have to talk to your partner every day, which I think, talking about clickbait like title, because it's like, oh, okay, that can't be a good thing. But they talked to this relationship expert who said that there's a problem if you talk too much. Obviously, Riley, you're engaged, you live with Marshall. Rose, you're married, you live with Clint.
Sure
a little
do.
bit different. But prior to that, did you guys feel pressure you had to talk to your person every single day?
Not pressure, but I liked to.
And what do you mean, Riley?
I mean, I actually like Marshall. He's my best friend, and I like to converse with him. I like to get his opinion and things on him because he's more level-headed than I am. He balances me out. So, yeah, I wanted that every day.
Rose, how about you?
I didn't feel the pressure to, but like Riley said, I wanted to talk to Clint every day. But there were certain days, like when Clint would go to the woods or on a golfing trip or whatever, where I knew I wasn't going to be able to get a hold of him. And I didn't freak out over that because we would talk at the end of the night and catch up, but instead of like texting all day throughout the day.
Well, that's kind of what this dating expert, she says that there actually is a thing as talking too much to your partner to the point where it gets in the way of productivity. So I've never been engaged. I've been in long-term relationships where it started to feel like it was a task that had to be done. Yeah, like it's like do show work, go to the gym. It's like gotta talk. And the problem was is if nothing's changing every day, it's like there's not too much to talk about just for the sake of talking.
Here's the thing. I felt like the people that talking to them every day became a chore. Those were like 100% not my person.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a huge sign. If you were not wanting to, if you're like, oh, I gotta talk to this person, that would be like, all right, well, what's the point of being in the relationship?
Yeah, it's like I don't flip my lid if Marshall doesn't text me in the morning or whatever, but it's like if I don't know.
If he doesn't text me.
Well, you have this weird bromance.
VP'd off if he doesn't do it.
It's like if 1:30 comes around because we both get up at 4. I'm like, yeah. You
1:30.
okay?
Oh, 1:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
More than half the day goes by, because we also have a child together, goes by. I'm like, are you all right?
Well,
everything good?
This dating expert said if it gets on the productivity, you need to set communication boundaries, like no texting after midnight or no texting during work hours. I think that'd be difficult too, especially like if work's the same every day. Like I always used to I'd have issues texting during work because I dated people that really couldn't text during work, and it's like, also, what? I don't want to be a distraction.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If this is you, if you're in a relationship where you don't text every day, can you call us? 877-995-4681. Let me go to May. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. So you've been married for how long?
8 years.
Oh, boy. And your husband he's deployed where?
He's overseas right now. That's what I can say. And he's 8 hours ahead of us.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Well,
That's so hard.
Yeah.
So I promised myself that every time he calls, I would always pick up no matter what time of the day it was.
Yeah.
Sure.
That I would. And I do, but he's been gone since December and won't be back until September.
Oh, my gosh.
Only recently have, we've been vaccinated now for a couple of months. But before that, I was working from home and not doing anything. And our calls started to turn into report calls. It's like, oh, so what are you doing? Nothing. I'm working.
Yeah.
Have I left the house? No, not really. And the conversation started to get harder because I feel like he wanted me to report something that nothing was happening. And so then it was kind of like, well, did you pay this bill or has that bill?
Yeah. And that.
Yeah, sure. They're on auto pay, but okay.
Well, and that's got to be hard, May, too, because with him being deployed, I'm sure you don't want to say anything that makes it like worrisome. Like, oh, the neighbor's acting weird. So it's got to be like, So you guys, how often do you guys talk now?
I mean, we talk almost every day, but
that's good.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I'll just text you things that make up, and then we'll start making things up, and just say you're on the show today, and you were talking about y'all's dirty secrets.
I will.
May, can I put you in hold? I want to send him my man shirt and you one as well. Okay.
Oh, he would love that. Thank you.
No, and thank him for his service. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Hold on 1 second. Let me say good morning to Megan. Good morning.
Hey, this is Megan.
Hey, Megan. So you guys have been together for how long?
I would say about a year and a half.
Okay.
And what's the extent of conversing? There it is that you guys do each day.
Got it.
So he lives in the UK, so there's a time difference.
Sure.
So we have a long distance international romance.
Okay.
And I would say we talk like every other day, but we always do a good morning and a good night text, like no matter what,
Sure.
just so we know we're both alive and healthy.
Yeah.
But, a lot of time, like talking on the phone or FaceTiming or whatever, like that takes a big chunk out of your day that you kind of got to like sit down and be present for. And like I have a lot of friends that live in other states and I need to call them too. Do you know what I mean? So like
Sure.
your partner can't be the person you go to every day to talk to about everything. Like it's important to have like friends and family that you confide in. So like I'll say to him like, okay, I have half an hour for you, but like I really got to call my friends too. You know what I mean? Like your partner can't be everything for you every day.
Because if my mom doesn't hear from me every day, every 6 hours, she assumes the worst. So like my mom will go like, well, you know what? I probably should call him right now because he's not doing anything.
I love her.
And like the best is like during conference calls where I'm on like one platform, like on the Microsoft Teams or Zoom, and my FaceTime goes off. It's my mom just checking in. Meg, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.
Of course, you too.
Bye. Sarah, good morning. Sarah, you there?
Hello. Yeah.
Hey,
Hello.
what do you want to say on this?
So my boyfriend and I, we lived together for a year, but he goes out of town every other week for work and things like this.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love when he goes out of town and we don't have to do those like reports every day, like, oh, what you eat?
Yeah.
When did you eat? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it's nice to have that time to yourself.
Yeah, and I guess to like find interesting things too, because it is like everybody keeps at the report thing seems to be like the common thread where it's like, how's the weather? How is this? How is that? And it's the worst too. On a side note, it's the worst too. Like when if you're like reporting, but then somebody else texts you on the side and you're like, oh, this is like something I actually have to tend to, but you don't want to seem rude. Sarah, I agree. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks.
Bye. Danielle, so you and your husband been together for how long?
For 2 years.
Okay. And you guys only talk every other day?
Yeah, it's always kind of been that way. We've been together for 4, married for 2, but we originally met on a dating website. So he's originally from South Africa.
Okay.
So we've always, because of the massive distance, we've always ever talked like every other day. But even now that he's in the States, we still only talk like every other day because he leaves for 6 months to go to work and then comes back.
Oh.
So we talk every other day and only see each other every 6 months.
Do we, is it like an absence makes the heart grow fonder type of situation?
Yeah, kind of. It's like, because now, because he works for like setting up rides for carnivals and stuff like that.
Oh, hell yeah. Like the tilt-a-whirl?
Yeah, so
Fun.
he goes all over,
Yeah.
to set up carnivals and stuff. So it's like, if I get to see him on a weekend, I get a hotel and it's like the honeymoon all over again because I haven't seen him
Sure.
for months at a time.
Do you get free rides, Danielle?
John.
Me and my kids do, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean-
that right there, that is worth it just right there. Danielle, thank you for calling. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. You can tease us over text 933. I was just kind of curious because it seems everybody seems happy. So I
Yeah.
think whatever
Yeah,
makes
for
you happy,
sure.
do you 99338 to text.